So my son is at practicing tennis near the Rod Laver Arena. Nearby is my old haunt, the Royal Botanical Gardens. I meditated a little bit, but there were some loudmouths nearby. So I thought, well, take a walk. I used to work near here and would come here almost every work day, one way or the other, or I'd walk to the city. But yeah, just in the corporate world where I used to be, you know, I was writing novels at night and the weekends, and working on aerospace defense projects. So a lot of Lockheed Martin defense, and there'd be a lot of cross pollination with U.S. defense. And most recently, I worked on my last role in the corporate world. Oh, let's see, it'll be 2 years in February since I did corporate stuff. I worked on the most cutting edge satellites program in history. And yeah, my job was to find people with top secret security clearance to work on these projects, establishing, creating out of nowhere a satellite launch site. Oh, this is closed off. Maybe because of the time of day here. Yeah, it's approaching evening. I like this pavilion, but I can't get through. So, I worked with people from NASA who launched 30 spacecraft. I've worked with Army generals, things like that. So the truth is, I was in recruitment in college and university. And when I moved to Australia, that's the only work I could do. And it paid so much more than what it did in the States. So yeah, I had to do that while pursuing, I was trying to be a writer. And I thought Amazon, this is back around 2010. I thought Amazon, you know, would be my ticket, but it just didn't work out. I did my best. I was interviewed on ABC News Tasmania because I wrote a novel based in Tasmania. I just thought it would build up. It just didn't. So I'm like, well, I'm doing recruitment, hiring people for IT roles. And I was really good at it. Mainly, I mean, a big thing, you know, I was trained in the States doing that. And then when I came to Australia, and people were like, who's this American? Oh, he's American. So I said, okay, I'm going to become the nastiest, ugliest, loudmouth American. So they're all like British and Australian here. And especially the recruiters, a lot of British. And they're like, hello, yes, am I speaking with such and such? I have a role for you. Are you currently in the market? Blah, blah. Hey, me. Hey, Tom? Yeah, Brad. ABC Recruitment. Yeah, how you doing? Oh, I ain't got nothing on. What are you up to? I just started talking like I knew them already, mirroring their voice, taking risks with humor. Basically, I would listen to everyone else and whatever they were doing, how they were acting, I do the opposite. And eventually, I moved from normal recruitment to what's called executive recruitment. And it's basically corporate espionage. And I'm a Scorpio, man, I can dig and find all your secrets if I want. I would just spend hours obsessed till I found out. See, what we would do is reverse, org structure. So here's the CEO, here's the VPs, and we could drill down and we could find out all the teams and say, okay, if we steal this top guy, hire him for your company, will the entire team leave with him? Basically, we could just destroy companies. I looked at it as warfare, Setian warfare in a way, because they would do the same damn thing to our company or our client's company. But, excuse me, I'm still recovering from this cold. But I crossed some lines I'm not proud of. So to get information, hey Maddie, yeah, no friends in business. For example, I'd call someone, say I call you, hey, yeah, this is John from such and such. We're putting together, let's say this guy's an expert in some IT thing, right? Cyberspace, cyber whatever. We're putting on a conference in 2 months, right in your city, right at the such and such hotel, and we would like to we recognize you as an expert in the field of cybersecurity. Can I get your details? Hey, we've got 2 more spots. Who else is on your team? I'd get the names, titles, what they do, all the secrets, right? And unfortunately, so this guy's making a presentation for a conference in his city that doesn't exist. So, or I'd call, get an operator. Yeah, I've got to email such and such. I lost his number. I can't remember his name. He's a project manager over the ABC project. You know what? If I heard the name, I'd remember it. Do you got a list? And the operator would start telling me all the names. And I'd go, nope, not him. Meanwhile, I'm writing or recording all the names. Finally, she goes, well, that's everybody on the team. Wait, what was that last one? That's him. What's his number? I'm not done yet. Put me through. He don't know who I am. Yeah, blah, blah. Always be selling. Well, that ain't right. I was freaking good. I was trained, and it's just wrong. That's not ethical in my book. And I did it because I thought it was warfare and everyone was doing it and basically F them. And I was getting, such praise and becoming quite well known in the recruitment area, executive Australian recruitment. So then I'm like, I'm not going to do this bullshit anymore. I'm not going to lie. It made me feel sick. Finally. I admit I did it for a couple years. And then just didn't want to do it anymore. And I'm like, what do I want? What's interesting to me? And it was defense. I get along. I'm from Michigan. So I hate these corporate people, these salesy guys. I want to talk to somebody with some guts, some practicality, a blue collar type. And where am I? Oh, that's strange. Some memories here. I won't go into it, but so I went into defense, and I didn't know. There was a big, some major problems at the company I was working for, the executive company, and one of my old CEOs found out I was looking, hired me. I got a pay increase and the work was easier. And I basically had to save their Lockheed Martin account because they messed it all up. They were too slow, passive. I'm like ultra aggressive on the phone and just smashing it. Like these people, they'd read a note on their computer. He won't take any less than 130K a year. And we got something at 110. So I'd call the guy, hey, this isn't for you. You're not going to be interested. But I've got this, it's the new $4 billion project with Navy, the missile command systems. Yeah, you're not interested because it's only paying 120. So, but what friends do you have that we can call and help out? See, the jealousy factor, this is all psychology. Well, I might look at it for an exciting project. I'm like, well, this is the most exciting project. What are you doing? And I'd laugh. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, all right, let me send it to you. Okay, what if you call? And let's say with, I'll make up a company, XYZ. Hey, yeah, Brad here, I'm with XYZ. XYZ, they're pieces of shit. I'll never work there. Oh, great. Hey, who are your enemies? Give me their numbers, I'll call them and get them in there and screw them. So the guy laughs, tells me why he hates them. And then I get to go, you know what? You were right. And they've changed everything and all those managers are gone and they recognized how they treated you people. Would you consider, I don't know, if we got you an interview, would you at least sit with this guy? He's actually new, he's from, Department of Defense, USA. So I was good. And my emails, I had the most, it's funny, I'm in the Botanical Gardens talking about corporate executive recruitment in defense. This was my life, I guess, because I worked, where did I work? Where am I? Where is the damn, there's a war memorial. I worked across from there, but anyway, I think it's up here. So I got the most, nationwide, I got the highest response rates to emails. These guys are writing 3 paragraphs, selling things that people might not even want. You don't even know who they are. Hey, ran across your details on LinkedIn. When can I give you a call about this role? The key points are A, B, C, D. What's your mobile number? I'll give you a call. See, they'd do a big, huge thing and say, are you in the market? Then they can say, no, I'm not. Me, when can I talk to you about this role? I'm not interested. Oh, got it. Can I get your CV? Try you back in 6 months. Hey, who do you know right now we could help out? And they'll help you out down the line. So I grew up as a starving artist. And I was just used to not having much money. And well, it paid a lot. And I have some money. I have some investments, and that's from recruitment. Can I continue that? No, I can't. I almost went crazy in the last role. And it just destroys your soul when you're an artist. And it's not just so much the work, it's the little shit you've got to put up with constantly. The little bullshitters, the liars, kissing ass. It just takes a little bit out of your soul every time. And, I had enough. So I used to come to this park almost every day. It's beautiful though. And this is winter right now. It is a botanical garden. So there's flowers everywhere, beautiful. orchids and, you know, in the spring and summer. So, oh boy. That's what I would do. And what really happened? I'll tell you what really happened. AI. AI. So, you can get a recent immigrant whose language skills, God bless them, they can't help, it ain't their fault. Language skills, quite low. So the first step, you got to contact someone with an email. Well, you just put the position description into AI. LinkedIn actually, I think, automatically does all this now. They will create an email. And I'm not sure yet, but they might gear it toward the person's psychology who you're messaging. But anyway, it is a phenomenal email, and they can write it instantly. And you can bulk email 20, 30, 50 people at once. I've emailed 100 people at once and gotten great results. My results started not being as good. People are being constantly bombarded by recruiters. So you got to be inventive. I started being more creative and funny and spending a lot of time on making the subject line funny and provocative, stand out. They're getting 20 emails a day about roles. So, yeah, you could do all that with an AI now, and probably it's like, give me 20 funny, provocative, no, make it a little more provocative, narrow it down, and you can get an awesome subject line within a few minutes. It's worth it. So you get this message in perfect English from someone who can barely speak English, and therefore getting paid 30% less than me, maybe more. And so the person responds, and let me pass you to my Australian manager who speaks perfect English. See what I mean? They do the grunt work. And you can even have the AI help create Boolean searches. A lot of, what I did was I was trying to use like old school American salesmanship mixed with modern technology. And it worked well for about 5 years. And I never got the recognition or the money I deserved. I made my companies, there's one in particular I made multi-million dollars for, and I was not getting paid anything close to what I was helping them with. They're users, and that's part of the game, I'm getting really confused. I thought the memorial, am I approaching it? Why can't I see it? It's huge. I haven't been here for years. In this part. Anyway, so I have a strong sales experience, strong corporate world experience, strong defense experience. That recruitment did give me, when I write a novel about a corporate dude, I can do it. I know how these things function. That's why when, this, oh, there it is. Jeez. It's way over there. Look, can you see? Where is it? There. That's the memorial. It's not it. You'll see. What was I saying? When people are talking about Michael Aquino in the army, wow, he's a lieutenant colonel. Give me a break. Like, I've met such higher level people And they're not going to give that guy anything. Just step back and use your common sense. PSYOPs, top secret. We don't want anybody to notice these horrible things we're doing. Let's put a Satanist with funny eyebrows who goes on Oprah in charge of it. Are you out of your minds? Okay, I never, my dealings with Aquino were cordial. I enjoyed his stories. In the end, I had to reject his interpretation of Set, and it never matched mine. And that's all there is. And as Shrek pointed out, he was just too obsessed with Anton LaVey, man. And I wish he didn't have to kill himself or choose that. I wish he didn't get cancer like that. And I hope, I'm not the judge. I don't know where he is now, if anywhere, but I can tell you from my experience in working with executive level people in charge of launching satellites from NASA and the aerospace industry and the US and Australian Air Forces and submarines, nuclear submarines, combat systems. I mean, I've done all these roles. I stole fighter pilots from Australian Air Force to the US, and I got past their operators in the Australian bases and stole them. And you could see people looking at your LinkedIn, generals and Air Force top dogs were looking at my profile, but they couldn't do anything. They couldn't admit I just walked through and stole their people. So I'm giving some background on this walk, and here we are. I did a little short on Set once in front of here. I thought it was fitting. Here's the eternal flame. Have a look at that if you want. No.
No, we don't want to be on off. You can take a picture.
I'm live streaming on YouTube. No, I'm just showing off our beautiful city. That's it. Thank you. Oh. Get a little closer. So, I moved to Australia and had some culture shock. Couldn't get into the art studios here, into the galleries really. And my work when I came here was really bad. You can't, when you're messed up, it's hard to do art. It is what it is. Anyway, oh wow, okay. If you could see that, so there's Melbourne. That's the main. Cutting right through. Anyway, I better head back, but so I was able to take my creativity and put it in the corporate world. See, people, they sit back in their little armchairs. They bought a house within, 20 miles of where they were born. They probably don't even have a passport, and they're trying to judge me. I moved from Michigan to Australia. I transferred my creativity into creative problem solving in the corporate world, and I dominated. I'm proud of what I did, but also I couldn't do it anymore. So I am looking at the next step, If I can help people, if these videos can help anybody, inspire them, awesome. Even more so, if you're like, whoa, okay, maybe you could help me, Brad. I'm stuck, I'm struggling. I did well here, but then I've had to restart at 50 or 20. Contact me. You know, I might be able to help you. I could lay on some thick sales bullshit. I could organize. I'm not gonna. What we need is authenticity. If you've enjoyed the walk, help support the channel. Like, subscribe. You got $5 to spare? Pass it on. I'm using all the monies I get to help others. It just goes back into, well, I don't have a choice. This is what I want to do, is take this knowledge that I've gotten. I've had successes, I've had failures, I've got struggles, I'm learning new things. I don't know, when did this come through? Where are you going? Where are you going? Great question. I am going back to the Rod Laver Arena where my son is training. He's got a 2-hour tennis squad that finishes in 45 minutes. But I'm cutting through it back again through the Botanical Gardens because it's beautiful, and I think it's pretty much the shortest way back. I'll be back there within 20 minutes. So yeah, if you enjoyed the the walk and learned a little bit about my background, please subscribe, like, you know, give a donation, and yeah, you know, it's wide open. Change is constant. You have to adapt just to, you know, round everything out. AI, I don't care what you say, that's affecting the world. It affected me, and it's just over. You know, what I had value. It no longer has as much value. I'm still, I do help companies out here and there, just not hardly much a month, just for a little, you know, help. But eventually, even that I know is going to just be dead. So the answer isn't getting better in your corporate job. That can help, or at least surviving it. I think we just have to admit, you know, spirituality, real, tough, challenging spirituality. That's what I think people in the world today need. And I'm not a Lama, I'm not a Buddha. I think there's teachers for different stages of people. You don't need, you know, if you're an amateur golfer, you don't need a pro level coach. Most of that stuff is just going to go over your head. You just need the basics. And from my experiences recently, where I had to just say, you know, the occult is not enough, magic and all that, without a firm tradition that can challenge you and point out your weaknesses, put away your ego and say, yeah, I need a lot of help, I'm way behind. You know, if your system, your made up system doesn't do that, I don't think you're gonna get anything out of it. It's like lifting weights with hardly any weight on it. Yeah, you're making the motion, but you're not getting any stronger. So yeah, just email me if any of this resonates, if you think I might be able to help you. Creativity, cutting through your bullshit. Yeah, I can do that because I've I've certainly cut through mine. So let's just finish up this walk and enjoy the night. It is beautiful here. I'll show you one more place because I have time. One more cool place. Past this rotunda, there's this beautiful area, sort of like a alcove. Bug. I'm a Buddhist. I can't kill bugs. I flicked it. Yeah, this is where I was meditating earlier, but these loudmouths, and they had a damn, what do you call it? Drone. And hey, excuse me, I'd like to meditate. I don't think you're allowed to have a drone in the park, and you're not. He didn't like my tone of voice. You gotta be careful these days, though. You never know who's a nut job. Maybe it's me. Yeah. Maybe in the summer, go to the zoo with my son again. We used to go when he was a little boy. I miss that. I miss when he was 4, 5. Memories. Just fading. Somebody's got a tent. I saw this before. Maybe a homeless person. Yeah, check out this sort of alcove that were carved in space. I was meditating over here. Some loudmouths. And it's quite a beautiful. How you doing? You live here, or? Pardon? Do you live here?
Yeah.
Are you homeless, or?
Yeah.
4
months now? Yeah, I did 5 years.
Oh. Do you have family, or?
No.
Is that part of why?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you disabled or mentally ill, or?
No, that's just an issue thing. Yeah.
You're like the monk of the park.
Pardon?
You're like the Buddhist monk of the park.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, stay safe. Have a nice night. Well, I hope, I hope you enjoyed the walk. the interactions, this history, the stories. If it inspires one person, who knows what that could lead to, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know. So where are you going? We'll find out. Thank you. Stay tuned. And contact me if this resonates. Bye for now.